Hello everyone, we are talking foot types today. We're going to kind of try to put a bow on the month of February, which we focus mostly on running injuries, and we're going to kind of complete it by kind of talking about this spectrum here. We have the pronation on this side and we have supination on this side. A lot of times people say I'm an overpronator or I have a supinated foot, and that will kind of dictate what treatment they need. But in actuality, what happens is that your foot should be able to do both of these things. So the pronation is the ability to absorb force. It's the shock absorption that your body requires, whether it's walking, running, etc. And then the supination part is as you transition through the gait cycle, you begin to be able to pronate when you land. And then as you transition, your foot is able to create an arch and form into a rigid lever to propel you forward. Whether rocking, walking, running, jumping, all the sports, you want to have a rigid lever. So what happens over time is that generally people's foots begin to kind of shadow or shade, more to one side. Maybe we have a little bit flatter foot and now we can no longer effectively build an arch, or we have a very rigid lever that we aren't very good at absorbing forces and dissipating forces, whether it's with walking or running. Now from there, different types of treatment are indicated. So on the pronation side, you'll see a video I just released about Lodi taping. There we're trying to build an arch, create stability into an otherwise flat foot. And then on the other side, here we talk about a rigid lever. We have more the $1 million ruler. Can that foot transition through the midfoot, flatten, let that arch relax to be a little bit more pronated, as opposed to just this rigid lever to propel us forward. So these are both necessary. And my job as a clinician is to help the patient kind of find and maybe trend a little bit more towards the middle, or at least be able to do both in some capacity. So whether that's through Lodi taping techniques or the $1 million ruler, I want you to check out those videos. But in actuality, your foot should be able to do two different things. It should be able to pronate as you land on it, absorb the forces, help dissipate the forces, and then as you transition through mid-phase into propel you forward, it has to be able to go from this into this rigid lever so you can be a little bit more efficient as you transition forward. So if you have any questions, please let me know. Happy to help. We're trying to put a bow on the running injuries, talking a little bit about foot types. Check out the other resources and the different videos that have dropped previously this month. Thank you for tuning in. Stay tuned next month where we're going to dive into treating our desk jockeys. So we're going to give different exercises, get you all pumped up for that, give you different strategies to kind of break up the monotony of your workday and make you healthier and happier. That's what we're here for. So thank you for tuning in. All the best.